Welcome back. In this part, we're going to go quickly on the topic of database objects. They are the foundation of any database application. So they house every item that is necessary for the database application to be working. On the screen you see right now, there is a list of all of the objects that Oracle database supports and houses, right? I separated the objects on the right hand side of the table. So those are that are covered in the Oracle certification exam. The ones that are on the left side are not important at the moment and definitely not for the exam, like Java store procedures, packages, procedures in PL SQL, functions in PL SQL, and so on. So let's just go quickly through objects that are covered by the exam. So the basic one is a table. That is a structure that can store data, and data is stored in columns and rows. And each column has its own data type. So for example, some numbers, text, and so on. Index is just a way to support faster search in some table. Have in mind like an index in a book. So you go to the end of the book, you search for some term, and you right away know to which page you have to go. Okay? A view, you can think of this like a filter. If you want to hide some data from some user. So for example, if some table has excessive number of columns and you want to just show a couple of them, or you want to show data from multiple tables, but you want to do that over just one select command, right? A sequence, think of this like a counter. For example, when we add a row into a table and we just want to increase the number, for example, for the primary key. Synonym is just an alias for an object. For example, for a table, if it has some complex name and you want to make that a simple name with some meaning, okay? A constraint is a small bit of a logic that tells how a particular table will accept, modify, or reject incoming data. For example, some column has to have some data and it's going to have constraint not null. Or if we want to add a primary key, foreign key, and so on. Users, those are owners of objects, simply, and roles. So those are privileges that a user can have. So quickly, this is it for this section. In the next one, we're going to go through the naming rules of objects. So this part is going to be very, very important for the exam, and it's starting to be interesting. Follow along and see you in the next one.